Today we have this Baltany 38mm Pilot Quartz chronograph watch. I picked this one up recently on one of the AliExpress sales. After my first Baltany, their vintage style Explorer, which I reviewed recently, I am a big fan of Baltany watches. They make great watches, especially vintage style watches. Every time I am on AliExpress, I always check what Baltany is offering. And they have great vintage inspired military pilot chronograph watches. This black dial with silver subdial chronograph is a very simple pilot chronograph powered by a Seiko quartz movement. This movement is usually found in many micro brands. It's reliable and very accurate movement. I had a chronograph from Boulder, a titanium watch with this movement, never had a problem with it, but unfortunately can't keep all of them, so sold that one. So this textured matte black dial, the reverse panda with silver subdials, is just a simple, elegant and classy looking pilot chronograph. Honestly, I don't even know which watch it is homage to. If you know, please let me know in the comments. Every time I look at my watch box and I want something simple and comfortable to wear and not have to think about, I reach for this one. It's an easy choice, very light on the wrist without that steel bracelet. So sometimes at night I play video games. By that I mean only Valorant, honestly, just to relax and get out of my mind. That's when I usually take off my watches, except a few watches in my collection because they're so comfortable that I don't even feel it. This Baltany chronograph is one of those watches. It doesn't bother me at all. The leather strap on this thing is more than acceptable at this price point. I don't think it's genuine leather though, maybe synthetic leather or something, but it is of a very good quality and feels soft and nice around the wrist. As you have probably noticed from my reviews, I am a big fan of bracelets on watches, but there is something undeniably classic about a black leather strap on a clean, understated chronograph. It gives off that timeless masculine vibe straight out of a vintage men's fashion magazine. The dial on this Baltany chronograph is a perfect balance of vintage charm and functional clarity. The matte black background provides an excellent contrast against that cream-colored Arabic numerals, which gives the watch that classic military or pilot-inspired aesthetic. The numerals themselves are generously sized, ensuring high legibility at a glance even in less than ideal lighting conditions. The color of numerals add to the retro appeal, as the creamy shade almost mimics aged lume, giving the watch a slightly aged patina feel without the wear. The two subdials placed at 3 and 9 o'clock offer a symmetrical balance to the overall design. The subdials have a silver circular pattern which contrasts nicely with the dark black dial. The subdials display a 24-hour clock and a 60-minute chronograph counter, keeping things simple while still maintaining functionality. The white subdials also stand out against that dark dial, which adds a layer of elegance to the overall look. The central hour and minute hands are sword shaped with a polished finish and loomed for readability in low light. The chronograph's second hand is thin and sleek with a long reach that touches the outer track, ensuring precision when measuring elapsed time. The placement of that tachymeter scale along the outer edge of the dial also adds to the tool watch feel of this chronograph. Its golden accents on the numerals and around the subdials enhance the vintage charm, giving the watch a character without being too loud. I love how Baltany finishes the hands on their watches, which play with the light beautifully. It looks black or shiny silver depending on the lighting. Overall, the layout is clean and simple, sticking to the essentials without overwhelming the wearer with too much information. The chronograph pushers on the side help preserve the balanced design, and their polished finish matches the steel case, contributing to the cohesive look. The case is stainless steel with polished finishes that complements its vintage appeal. Its lug structure also adds to the robust look, making it appear slightly chunky, which may appeal to those who prefer a bold wrist presence. The case at 38mm is very well balanced, not overwhelming. The chronograph pushers on the side of the case are well balanced and tactile. This Baltany chronograph retains a clean look while offering the expected functionality. The strap is black leather with white stitching near the legs, giving it a rugged and classic appearance. This is a common strap in many AliExpress watches. This strap works perfectly for this vintage military style aesthetic, making it a good match for Chronograph's utilitarian style. This is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care.